The American healthcare system is a symphony of complexities, and few issues strike a chord quite like the price of prescription drugs. President Trump, never one to shy away from a contentious melody, has once again picked up his conductor's baton, this time aiming to orchestrate lower drug costs for Medicare beneficiaries. The instrument of choice? A familiar tune. An executive order wielding the power of most favored nation pricing. This latest decree, unveiled in the twilight of Trump's presidency, has reignited a debate that has long simmered within the halls of Washington. With characteristic flair for the dramatic, Trump has positioned himself as a champion of the people, vowing to end the days of Americans paying exorbitant prices for life-saving medications. But is this bold move merely a political encore, a fleeting melody designed to appease a frustrated electorate? Or does it signal a more profound shift in the way we value and pay for healthcare in America? The stakes are undeniably high. Millions of Americans struggle to afford their medications, forced to make agonizing choices between their health and their financial well-being. The pharmaceutical industry, a powerful force in its own right, argues that high prices are necessary to fund research and development, ensuring a steady pipeline of innovative treatments. Caught in the middle are policymakers, grappling with the daunting task of balancing competing interests while striving to create a system that is both affordable and sustainable. As the opening notes of this latest policy initiative reverberate through the corridors of power, one thing is certain. The debate over drug pricing is far from over. The coming months will reveal whether Trump's most favored nation concerto will fall flat or strike a harmonious chord with the American public. Obscure the true cost of medications. This is not President Trump's first foray into the contentious arena of drug pricing. In 2020, he attempted to implement a similar most favored nation policy, only to see his efforts thwarted by a federal judge following a legal challenge from the pharmaceutical industry. The judge ruled that the administration had overstepped its authority and failed to follow proper rulemaking procedures. Despite the setback, the Trump administration remained undeterred, vowing to find a way to deliver on its promise of lower drug costs. The new executive order, while similar in spirit to its predecessor, is structured differently in an attempt to address the legal concerns that doomed the previous effort. Whether these changes will be enough to withstand the inevitable legal challenges remains to be seen. The potential savings from such a policy are significant. The 2020 plan was projected to save taxpayers over $85 billion over 7 years, a figure that caught the attention of budget hawks and patients alike. However, it's important to note that these are just estimates, and the actual savings could vary depending on a number of factors, including the specific drugs included in the program and the response of pharmaceutical companies. The announcement of Trump's latest drug pricing gambit has once again drawn a sharp line in the sand, pitting patient advocates and some health policy experts against the powerful pharmaceutical industry. Public opinion polls consistently show that Americans are fed up with high drug prices and overwhelmingly support measures to lower costs, even if it means taking on big pharma. Many health policy experts have also voiced support for the most favored nation approach, arguing that it's a necessary step to address the unsustainable trajectory of drug spending in the United States. They point to the fact that other developed countries with more centralized healthcare systems pay significantly less for the same medications, suggesting that there is room for prices to come down in the United States without stifling innovation. Unsurprisingly, the pharmaceutical industry has come out swinging against the proposed policy, arguing that it would stifle innovation and limit patient access to life-saving medications. They argue that the United States market, with its less restrictive pricing environment, plays a critical role in funding research and development, leading to the development of new treatments and cures. They also contend that the most favored nation approach is overly simplistic and fails to account for the complex rebates and discounts that are negotiated behind closed doors. The pharmaceutical industry's lobbying group, Pharma, has vowed to fight the executive order in court, setting the stage for another protracted legal battle. The outcome of this legal showdown could have far-reaching implications for the future of drug pricing in the United States.